Namaste, welcome to sisrekhakitchen.com. Today I am making Christmas plum cake. In my plum cake, there is no egg, no sugar, no butter, and there is no refined all-purpose flour. And instead of making in the oven, I made it on the stove top, so anybody can make. In this recipe, I try to use all good ingredients and made it as healthy as I can. First of all, I took 1 cup of freshly squeezed orange juice. In this orange juice, we are going to soak the dry fruits. Here I have some black raisins, golden raisins, apricots, cranberries, chopped figs, chopped dates, and some chopped cashews. Each one is measured 2 to 3 teaspoons. If you are planning to make the cake in the evening, soak them in the morning. If you are making the cake in the morning, soak them overnight, or at least 4 hours you have to soak them. If you don't have any soaking time, warm up the orange juice and soak the dry fruits. Do not cook them, but soak them in the warm orange juice. They will be ready in 10 to 15 minutes. I soaked them in the morning to make the cake in the evening. By evening, they are nicely soaked and they smell wonderful. Let us keep them aside for now. I greased a pan and dusted with flour. I lined with parchment paper on the bottom. Now let us move on to the dry ingredients. Here I have 1 cup of whole wheat flour taking into a sieve, 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Baking powder is used for baking. Half a teaspoon of baking soda. Baking soda is the same as cooking soda. And 1/4 teaspoon of pink Himalayan salt. You may use sea salt. Sieving them together into a bowl. I took 1 teaspoon of freshly ground cardamom powder and I am grating some fresh nutmeg. Instead of nutmeg powder, use fresh nutmeg if possible. Combine the spices with wheat flour and keep it aside. Let us move on to the wet ingredients. I have 3/4 cup of jaggery. For a rich taste, you can use 1 full cup, 1/4 cup of coconut oil and half a cup of homemade yogurt. If you are using brown sugar, use the dark brown sugar for a nice and rich color. I took the jaggery into a pan and adding 1 tablespoon of water. Here I am melting the jaggery just because it is hard to combine with coconut oil. I am not looking for a syrup, I am just melting it. If you are using brown sugar, you don't have to do this because the brown sugar will combine with coconut oil easily. Now the jaggery is melted, I am adding the coconut oil to it. Now I am transferring this into my mixing bowl. To this jaggery and coconut oil mixture, I am adding half a cup of yogurt. Once it is mixed, add the dry ingredients slowly. Now I am going to add the soaked dry fruits also. I am saving a few to sprinkle on the cake. Don't mix vigorously. I am adding some orange zest. This is optional. If you don't have it on hand, don't worry about it. I am also adding some chopped walnuts and cashews. Again saving some to sprinkle on top of the cake. To adjust the consistency, I added 1 more tablespoon of yogurt. Now it looks nice and creamy. Let us transfer this into the baking dish. Tap it a couple of times. Now sprinkle the soaked dry fruits and chopped nuts on top of it. Press them gently with a spoon. I preheated my old cast iron pan on medium heat for 10 minutes, or preheat your oven for 10 minutes at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Place a stand or a plate on the bottom. Now place the cake dish in the center and cover with a right size lid. Bake it in the low flame for about 45 to 55 minutes. It took me completely 1 hour in the low flame. The best way to check the cake is when the toothpick comes out clean. Take it out of the pan when the toothpick comes out clean. Let the cake cool completely before you cut it. When the cake is cooled, loosen up around with a knife. The cake came out soft and tasty. Please try this recipe and give me your feedback. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you like the video, please give me a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family. Check out my website for more healthy recipes. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like my Facebook page.